Last week, the Battle of Kingstone helped solidify our spot in Westgate, but pushing out of Westgate has remained difficult. The Wardens continue to push back any advances we take into Fireneck Coast. After a long back and forth, I decided I need a change of scenery. I wanted some snow back in my life. Over on the northeast side of the map, the Wardens had fortified their defenses deep in the cold mountains, building bunkers and trenches along the snowy terrain. Over the last several days, the Colonials began to chip away at those defenses. Clan's Head Valley had been taken early on from the Colonials. For 10 days, the region went back and forth with no progress being made, similar to how Westgate is going now. But just the other night, the Colonials finally broke through Clan's Head and dove right into Howl County. One Warden player reports fighting over the Great Warden Dam for 12 hours straight. Wardens eventually ran out of supplies and had lost Slipgate Outpost, and a few southern territories in the region as well. You might remember that during the previous war, Howl County was home to the HCNS shipyard. If you haven't watched that video about how they produce ships for the public, I would recommend you check it out. When I arrived in Howl County, no Warden shipyard could be seen. The Colonials had launched a rapid offensive attack that quickly overwhelmed the Warden defenses. We were able to seize vast stretches of territory within a matter of hours. Because we had moved so fast through the territory, we were having to transport troops to the front a great distance. Going to the front, get in. Get in the back.
Hey.
In the back.
You're going to front line?
Yep.
Get
in front. Get in the back. Get in the back. Press Q in the back. Hungry Wolf was the last territory we needed to push the Wardens out of Howl County. I was dropped off at a bunker base that was just slightly behind our forward bunker.
Okay, this is it. Get it to disembark. Get out.
Thank you.
Get out.
Partisans had been cutting off our lodgy and this driver would go no further.
Hey Robert, love your videos.
I appreciate that. We had 120mm artillery guns with shells ready to fire. I was excited to get into this battle. I normally don't join fights during the night, but I decided to head up to the front anyways to see what was going on. We had several light tanks and infantry pushing into the city.
Medic, please help me. Please, medic. Thank you.
We were even building up defenses within the city. I thought that this battle might be over soon. Our tanks started pushing up the road towards the town hall. It seems like the Wardens didn't have a lot of players defending this territory. With the town hall in sight, it felt like this battle could be over any minute.
I was gonna say I'll jump on the invasion, but I can't stay on it. Oh, buddy, help me. I can't believe these sandbags were...
Oh, they're pushing again.
I'm on the sandbags, I'm not going.
Hit the tank.
But then all of a sudden, a wave of Wardens crashed in on us.
Oh!
And pushed us out of the city almost immediately. I was honestly a little frightened with how many showed up that I decided to stay back and build up our defenses more. We were running dangerously low on building materials, and without them our defenses wouldn't hold on much longer against this new Warden force. Luckily, Viper's Pit just south of us had a seaport and plenty of B-mats. It looked like it would be a pretty short drive as well. I recently made a frontline logistics video talking about how to do frontline logistics effectively. One thing I forgot to mention is that sometimes you can spawn at the front line and take a logi truck from the forward bunker base. I mentioned in the video how a lot of people leave their trucks behind. I would only recommend doing this strategy if there's a short queue though. At the seaport, I got B-mats and some bandages because I noticed that we were low on those as well. This entire logi trip took less than 10 minutes. If you don't have anything to do during the night, feel free to make a simple logi run like this. It's an easy way to kill time while waiting for daybreak. As I got back from the logi run, I noticed that the Wardens were pushing right outside of our forward bunker and slowly advancing in closer and closer. I got out my hammer and got to work right away on building defenses. I didn't want to lose a base that I had just supplied. While I was building up defenses, our artillery had finally relocated to our forward bunker. They were now within range of the city and the Warden Town Hall. Once these shells started landing, we would have a good chance of pushing the Wardens back. The artillery was successful at repelling the Wardens. This helped us advance to the edge of the city to begin our siege. I thought this battle was really cool because we had infantry fighting on the west in a field full of craters and trenches, and the tanks were fighting down the road. And there was a mix between the two happening in the middle by the houses.
Raise man.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of medical supplies
Let's
here.
push. Let's push. And Got the numbers.
Follow me
Hide
this
behind
way, please.
something.
Follow-
I have to take a minute to rant about leadership in Foxhole. After 1,500 plus hours of playing, I still think we have a lack of leadership on the fronts. Most of the time, the players we have on the front are players I like to describe as Call of Duty leaders. They like to call people stupid or random names, and they expect others to follow them into battle. And when no one does follow them or listens to what they say, they throw a tantrum like a child. Trust me, I know what this looks like. I have 2 toddlers. We need more leaders on the front that are calm and can speak confidently. We need leaders that energize others on the front. Let's do away with these toxic Call of Duty leaders on the front. Rise up and take command of those around you positively and with confidence. We have so many new players that have joined this game in the last couple of weeks. Push them on the front to fight hard and to have fun. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Rant over.
No. Thank you, man. Love you.
Go, infantry, go!
I'm trying, man.
You have the numbers. I will run
Shoot the
there.
blueprint. Shoot the blueprint. Get the blueprint. Get the blueprint.
Alright, let's push up. Push up to the house.
Let's go. They're pushing, they're pushing.
Don't let them get that blueprint up. Alright, push up, guys, push up.
I got no plasma.
While I was helping push the soldiers on the front, the artillery crew had taken out the town hall. Move up, move up, move up. This trench is gone. Once the town hall went down, we really started to move in on the wardens. And just like that, we had driven the wardens out of Hungry Wolf. But our job was not done yet. I've noticed that sometimes when we win a battle like this, that a lot of players just log out right away or move on to a different front. I'd recommend, if you have time, sticking around to ensure that 1, the town hall gets rebuilt for your side, and 2, that you build up some defenses to make any sort of counterattack harder for your enemies. A few of us helped escort the CV up to the town hall. It was like playing one of those terrible escort missions in a single player game. The wardens had not given up and were still pushing back on us as we rebuilt the town hall. Once the town hall was complete, we had over 3,000 BMATs to work with. Nice work. Loot all the bags and put them in the town hall. Loot all the bags and put them in the town hall. Loot all the crates and the bags. Fly this thing. And because the wardens were still sitting right outside of the base, I decided that we needed to build up defenses fast. Get some BMATs and start building some defenses if you can. Luckily, we had a lot of great players on the front that took direction well and got to the building right away to help us defend. Nice work. I'm gonna set up some more pillboxes. Just come and build them when you're done. Get the next one started across the road. We had tanks covering us down the road that were keeping the warden tanks back. We built, and eventually we were able to push the wardens completely out of Howl County. The hex would be ours.
Yo, Robert, saw your new video. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Have a great day, man.
Hey, you as well. Thank you. Take care. We set our sights for Basin, a major logistical hub for the wardens. If we could take this town, the war would be over soon. While we were marching towards Basin, a group of Colonials called the 113th had invaded Godscroft, an island region to the east of us. Their invasion started in Fleece Watch with 10 tanks and 2 CVs and a crane to unload the iron ships. Fleece Watch went down quickly for the wardens and the relic was quickly rebuilt. After building up supplies and small defenses, the Colonials moved across Isawa. The Wardens put up a tough fight on the bridges, but unfortunately the Wardens would lose this island territory due to lack of logi access. Nicely done to the 113th and anyone else who joined this fight. After the fight for Godscroft was over, I noticed that we had taken Basin. Unfortunately, I couldn't get in the hex because there was a long queue, but nicely done to the Colonials that pushed forward and took out one of the Wardens' major logistical hubs. Currently, the Colonials are 1 victory point away from this war being over. This has got to be one of the shortest wars we've seen in a long time. To any new players out there, this is not very common. Over the course of War 116, I've been collecting stories and notable moments that happened throughout the war in my Discord. If you have any stories or moments that you want to share for the war recap video, feel free to join the link in the description below. It can be your story, someone else's story, or maybe just an operation or big battle that you heard about. Thanks for your help with this project. I really appreciate it. GG's to the Wardens and the Colonials for this fun fight. As always, thank you so much for watching and for your support. Make sure to subscribe for more Foxhole content. I'll see you out on the battlefield. Cheers.